The river and the lake, a high income is not the same as wealth. What matters is not how much flows in, but how much stays. In a valley between two mountains, there were two bodies of water. The first was a river. It ran fast and loud, fed by snowmelt from the peaks above, and for most of the year it was impressive, wide and rushing, catching light in a way that made travelers stop and take photographs. The second was a lake, tucked behind a ridge to the east, invisible from the main road. It was quiet, deep, and in summer, when the river ran low and exposed its rocky bed, the lake remained full. An old farmer named Josef had watched both bodies of water his entire life. His youngest daughter, Nina, came back at 31 with the most urgent question of her adult life. Nina had earned well for 8 years. Her salary had climbed to a number that, at 23, she would have considered beyond imagining. And yet she had, at 31, almost nothing set aside. The money came in fast and left fast, swept out by a life that had quietly expanded to meet every raise she'd received. "I earn more than almost anyone I grew up with," she said. "And I feel like I'm running in place." Josef walked her up to where the lake became visible below. "The river is fed by snowmelt," he said. "A lot of water, moving fast, going somewhere else. In spring it's spectacular. In August it shows its rocks." He let the landscape speak for a moment. More water doesn't help the river hold more. It just moves faster. The lake doesn't need more water, necessarily. It needs less leaving. Nina looked at him. "You're talking about me," she said. "I'm talking about water," Josef said, mildly. Back at the kitchen table, Nina looked at her life differently. The problem was architecture, the way her financial life had been built, unconsciously, to resemble the river, impressive in flow, low in depth. Every raise absorbed immediately by a larger apartment, a newer car, a lifestyle calibrated to match what she brought in. Sometimes slightly more. She had never built walls. "You decide, before the water comes in, where it goes," Josef said. "Not after. Before." She set up an automatic transfer that evening. She named the savings account with a single word in the banking app: depth. Not because it was a sophisticated strategy. Because she wanted to remember what she was actually building. Not a bigger river, but something that stayed full when everything else ran low. "Did you always understand this?" Nina asked as she was leaving. "No," Josef said. "I understood it after your grandfather left us almost nothing when he died. He had earned well his whole life. I stood at the river for a long time afterward, watching it move." "And then you understood." "And then I walked up to the lake," he said. "And I started building walls." In the valley below, the river ran on, fast and bright and entirely unaware of what it was leaving behind. End.